Here we go! Peachy!
Here I go!
What's going on? We're back for another edition of the Funtendo Game Show, where we give you game, we talk about life, and we talk about everything that matters to you.
100%.
Let's jump right into the show. Alright, today we're going to be headed over to Akhihabara, where we're going to discuss one of the topics that I think is worth discussing. Is anime a gateway?
I'ma show you.
Who are you?
I don't care.
But all the other content that's being consumed on a mass level, this content is freely accessible.
I don't care.
And this content is freely available.
I'm not mentioning no names.
And everyone that wants to consume it. So the issue that
I'ma show
see
you
is that this content really is targeted towards kids, and these kids accept it as a part of their life and their reality, and then it starts to shape their reality. They have unrealistic expectations
100%.
about women. They have unrealistic expectations about the body image that a woman should have.
You've heard that before, right?
I don't consume this type of content, so I can't really get deep into the actual plots and the storylines. Like, I've seen a few, but I haven't watched enough of it to really truly understand like exactly what it's all about. Things that children would like, such as these small cute stuffed animals, the kawaii culture stuff, games, toys. They're mixing that all together with this other anime content where these women are hypersexual. Who are they really targeting? Because this content is being consumed by kids as well as adults, and I don't think that there's any age restrictions on most of the anime. I'm not an expert, again, I'm not an expert on anime. I just want to throw that out there. I know that when it gets to be adult, then yeah, there's probably an age restriction on from the terms of the content that is included.
I'ma show you
Within these specific shows. Check real quick. I need to figure out where I'm at. It looks like I'm actually getting pretty close to this place. I think I'm gonna take a left right here, and then I can run right into it. See, like, look, for example, this is not the body of that woman, okay? Look, she's got her panties up, and then she's got a DVD. She's holding a DVD right between her legs. Like, this is how they're pushing this content on young men, young influenceable men.
You've heard that before, right?
Are consuming this content, and it's degrading their mind. It's eroding their ability to think logically in the real world. It's just like porn, really. It's just like porn addiction. So I know everybody has their own opinion on what they think is good for them, but to me, again, this is just like thought talk. This is just like insta thought.
100%.
This is just like a lot of platforms right now that are allowing content.
I'm not mentioning no names.
Is and objectifying women as a part of its core business.
Shut your mouth.
マジで来ちゃったよ。お前ならいける。いいぜ。ここまで来たらやってやるよ。お願いです。どうか俺と付き合ってください。
I'm not mentioning no names.
あんたやっぱウケるわ。
あ、まさかこの子知女なのか。
Drugs are illegal.
You know I never even look at another woman.
What I'm trying to say is like when people don't like me, it's because I said the truth.
これも俺をはめる罠なんだろう。もういいよ。俺を貶めるなら好きにしろ。
ちょっと
Who are you?
わかんないんだよ。
You have an son.
Alright, I'm back over here at this store. It's called Arc PC Japan. I had to grab another USB to USB-C adapter because just when I got the adapter working with my game console, I moved the laptop and it just broke the adapter. It was the saddest thing. I was kind of devastated because I was just about to record content.
Why?
But as you can see, even Arc is using these anime girls that are dressed up in these sexy outfits. So like I was saying, anime meets gaming, and it's got the potential to turn into like a gateway to more hardcore types of content. So as I showed you, all of these businesses down here have some type of component that is friendly to children. So the toys are mixed in with the games, the videos are mixed in with the toys, the figurines. All of it kind of goes hand in hand. Now if you're an adult and you're of age, it's your choice to choose whatever content you would like to consume. However,
Shut your
I
mouth.
personally don't think that this is the kind of content that kids should be consuming. And you can see that there's kids out here on the street. I've seen plenty of kids out here on the street. Plenty of kids here consuming this salt is basically what it is. And a lot of the parents seem to be okay. So again, this is big business. I'm not actually going to go into any of these businesses because I'm just not interested in this type of content like that. Otherwise I would.
This is reality. I'm living
In
inside
terms of the
dream
cosplay
world.
and things like that. But I'm going to see if I can find some other businesses that sell this anime stuff down here. It shouldn't be hard to find. And then I'm going to go in and get a little bit
I'm
of
not
video
mentioning
so
no
I can
names.
show you the types of stuff that is being
When
sold.
people don't like me, it's because I said the truth.
So you got these young kids out here. These are just kids. These are just kids.
待たせたな。
いいえ、私も今指導さんが選んでくださるのなら可愛らしいのをお願いしますわ。
なるべく早めにな。
もう下着だと足引くわ。
その次可愛いぞ。
I'ma show you.
青葉さん、行くで。
よっしゃ目指すは30回と言わず100回やで
始めるわよ。
I hate to break it to you guys.
こちらこそ。行きますよ。
You're fired.
これなら取れる。
Why?
ごめん、大丈夫。めっちゃ可愛いんだってな。
椿くん
The system is totally rigged.
お待たせ
肌でビキニ姿になると新鮮というよりなんかもうエッチというか。
You're my good friend.
Welcome. Please fasten seatbelt and obey all instructions for a safe trip.
You looking for me?
Drugs are illegal.
This is now being issued as standard equipment.
One of these days we really must look into that.
You got a career?
Out here and they're already being sucked in.
You got a career? You look at your watch, time just flies like, God damn, whoa, it's 5:35. Damn, I gotta come in early tomorrow and work on my project. Because there ain't enough time when you got a career. When you got a job, there's too much time.
See a lot of little kids down here. See a lot of young boys down here. This is how they spend their money over here, and the grown men too. That's how they spend their money over here. And I have good news for you. If you are rejected back in your home country, you can come to Japan and you can find a woman. She might not be beautiful.
My condolences, but I don't think I'm meant to be a thorn princess. The dress is down here. If I had any boobs, they would be out. I think I am just confusion because it's Asian sizing, right? So usually I would get a medium. I would go up one because Asian sizing is small. I started with the medium. It was down to my ankles. There is nothing up here. There was nothing up here to hold the dress, okay? It fell straight down. So then it was like, okay, skinny legend, small. Same problem. The gapping that is happening here, I guess they were measuring for the proportions of a real life York. I just don't even know, like, if I were to fix this, if I were to get tailoring done, where I would start. Because, okay, I think the dress is supposed to be, like, up here, which leaves no room for the off-the-shoulder strap part to go. I also have short shoulders. Like, if a top doesn't have adjustable straps, it will be down here on me because I don't have enough shoulder space. So, yeah, take a good look at this attempt because this is the closest we're gonna get before I return it.
She might not look that good, but you could find something over here. You're gonna find someone that's gonna actually love you. So shout out to Japan for that aspect of what it has to offer. Again, man, if you are rejected back in your home country, they got you over here. One of these women are going to go. You're going to be able to find something over here.
I'll definitely have to pay it a visit.
All right, I'm actually looking for this one specific hobby shop. And it seems like I've been walking forever trying to find it.
100%. I'm a god. It's in my code.
I'm filming him because he's filming me. Okay, I think this shop is right over here. I believe that this is it right over here. I think this is called Yellow Submarine. Now, when we go in here, you're gonna see collectibles out of this world, anime out of this world. So if you never knew how big of a market there was for this, now we've already walked around. I've already shown you guys all over Akhihabara where there's tons of demand for anime characters.
You've heard that before, right?
Everything that's anime. But I'm gonna go into this establishment here. It's like a collection of different businesses in here. It's not just one
I'm gonna
business,
show you.
but this is like a main hobby hub where there's I'll probably say tens of thousands of people come here every day. Like bare minimum tens of thousands of people. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna show you guys around upstairs so you can get a feel for what it looks like inside one of these very large hobby shops. But again, right before we go in, we're gonna show you what they're pushing right at the front door.
This is reality. I'm living inside of a dream world.
They're showing you what they're pushing right out front. They want you to buy these little girls in these suggestive positions. I'm not spending my money on that. I'm sorry. That's a waste of my money. But you got guys like that that will buy it. Maybe their mom even buys it for them. I don't know. All right, so this is like the main level. So I think we have to actually go up to get to where they actually sell some of these other collectibles at. Okay, just a little bit of escalator is what they call it, etiquette here. Normally you get on and you go over to the left-hand side to allow other people the opportunity to walk past you, like let's say if they're in a rush or something like that.
Know your role and shut your mouth because the people's champ is ready to talk.
I'm not really gonna go down every aisle because there's more stuff in here that you probably can imagine. But again, we have the objectification of these young Japanese girls.
I don't care.
And of course they have other stuff too. I mean, they have Pokemon and I don't even know the name of the anime stuff.
I don't care.
I just want to show you how big it is, how big this business is over here.
We're in the game.
See, when you look at these women, like, is that realistic body for most women? I don't think so. I'm gonna go over here, see what else I can see over here.
Yeah, why not?
I feel like this is a whole series of various different girls. So these young boys are in love with these girls on these videos. They make these girls cute and perfect. Look, she ain't got no want. That's like $19 for just that card right there. And then this is like 14 American US dollars, 14 American US dollars. Like, look, this is like right out.
Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Wow, I don't see a lot of people shopping for that, but look, you got on right here, damn near. Like, what are we doing over here? I mean, I'm not knocking it. If you're an adult, then that's fine, but it's such a major part of the culture here that it's out in the open, like with no issue at all. So I don't know the names of these animes because I don't watch this stuff, but you can see lines and lines of men down here willing to come spend their money on this type of behavior. And then you can even see in the look in some of these guys' faces, like when they're being caught on video over here, they're looking at me like, what are you doing, brother? Hold on, why are you videotaping me? I don't want my face to be on your show. I don't want to be associated with that type of behavior. So, but you can see they're out here. Now, some people actually do come here and buy like normal type figurines, based content, but I think it's kind of a dangerous habit to start to get into, because once you kind of start buying this stuff and then you get out of touch with dealing with like real people, real women, then all of a sudden then it becomes kind of a bigger issue. Alright, so this looks like kind of a different anime here. I don't know what this is about, personally speaking. This doesn't look as edgy as some of the other content that you'd want to be able to buy. Sumimasen. Alright, so that was the 4th floor. Actually, that was the 3rd floor. Now we're going up to the 4th floor. I'm gonna keep going up as far as I can. Hey, Leo! Oh, I just seen this dude that I just actually bumped into. I'm about to go back and talk to him.
We do not tolerate failure.
So I'm starting the video back up. I just bumped into a guy that I went to school with last spring. So it's been almost about a year. He's been here for about a year working as a bartender at a restaurant. He's actually going to be going home. He said tomorrow he's going back to the UK, but he was basically telling me that he's basically gone everywhere in Japan. He's been all over, traveled all over, gone to many different castles, many different tourist attractions, but he said he's basically ready to go home right now. He said he's worn out from being in this big city and he just wants to go back home to the countryside and be able to relax a little bit. So right now I'm going up to the 5th floor so I can show you guys what it looks like up here. It looks like there's K-pop stuff, and of course they've got tons of stuff that's secondhand. So I think this is K-pop stars, but that's like an example of anime that they have going on down here. I'm not gonna go back there that much, but let's see
100%
over here. All right, this looks to me like more traditional anime over here, although again, everywhere you go you're inundated with.
Aoi-san, そこへお座りなさい。
はい、お母様。
葵さんが小鳥家に嫁いでもう2年になりますね。何度も伝えてきましたね。嫁の務めは子なしお家を守ること。私もこの家を守る者として座して待つわけにはいかないと気がつきました。こちら本家の大鳥逸五郎様、しばらくの間うちで過ごしていただくことになりました。
いや、本家といっても俺は五男の冷や飯食いですよ。葵さんとは初対面でしたな。
はい、ご無沙汰しております。息子の誠一です。
妻の葵です。
大鳥様の身の回りのお世話はあなたが務めなさい。くれぐれも失礼のないように。
I don't care. I'ma show you.
待たせましたかな。
大鳥様。
You've heard that before, right?
はい。
葵、どうした？
お兄はん、カレンはん、なんどすえこの状況。
待て、月ちゃん。
なんでカレンちゃんは私の服を着て。黙って見てろって。もうすぐだぜ。ごめんなさい。下ばっかりないで。少しは上を向いて歩け。
Tons of girls. Tons of
No.
girls. All right, so we're on the 5th floor. We'll go around to this other side over here. I do see a lot of foreign tourists here.
I'm gonna show you.
I think this building is not just collectibles.
I don't care.
It's mainly collectibles.
We have no competence. We don't know what's happening. And it's got to stop. And it's got to stop fast.
Tons of collectibles in here. Tons of anime stuff. See, right when you walk in the door at all these places, this is what they're selling you. This is what they're pumping to you. They're pumping these little girls. So, again, I'm not really into this stuff like that, but I just want to show you guys like how big the business is here. Like, this has got to be like a multi-billion-dollar business up here. See how they have these girls up here? Grown woman body, but a little girl face on it. So, not anything that I'm into, but you know, you got a lot of fans in here that love this type of stuff. All right, gonna go up to the next level here. Definitely getting them steps in today. When you come to Japan, you better be ready to walk. You better have your best walking shoes on. See, again, right when we get off the elevator, what do we run into? This by far has got to be the most popular. It's got to be the most popular out of all of the types of things that are consumed. This looks like
shoes,
like traditional gaming back here. It looks like, oh, this is Dungeons and Dragons. So
The Rock has already told you.
I don't know if you guys play that. That was out like a long time ago. That was out when I was a kid. So
I don't care.
Alright, over here, this looks like the sports cards over here. So out of this whole big building, this is all the sports cars that they have here. They have this one small section right here. This is sports cards right here. Compared to this whole rest of the building is all anime. To be honest, I don't know how the anime collectibles, because I don't see how value can be attributed. Now, I do understand that there is supply and demand. However, it's not like it's a baseball player and they're doing well and they have big stats.
Look after Mr. Bond.
そんなに嫌なら手伝ってやろうか。
援助好きにすれば。言っとくけど、私の半径1メートル以内には絶対入らないでね。
はいはい。あのさ、周りのことはあまり気にすんなよ。
それじゃあどういうつもり？私のことなんて何にも知らないくせに。ちょっと幼馴染だからって知ったような口聞かないで。
Don't be rude.
Junior!
Go up in the anime space. How does that actually work? If anybody knows, leave a comment and let me know, because I definitely do not understand that market at all. Alright, and then this is pretty much standard wherever you go. There's going to be a huge row of these coin operated, I don't even know what you call it.
I don't give a damn.
Alright, so normally what you would do is you would find your purchase, and for some of this stuff there's boxes out that you can buy, but then some of this stuff you actually have to take a card and then take that up to the front. So it looks like they have a hobby shop in here, but again, you can see just the level that these young girls are being exploited on. Like, it's just crazy when you see the amount of demand. See, they're tying in anime with the sexy girls and toys. Now, I'm sure that a lot of this stuff is not meant to be targeted towards young children. However, it's kind of inevitable that they're going to end up seeing it or consuming it, because it's like it's right in their face all the time. So in a way, they're kind of being indoctrinated or kind of desensitized to that specific type of behavior. All right, I'm gonna swing around and keep going.
You are
up.
fake
this
news.
Is floor 5 right now. But again, I just wanted to come in here so I can show you guys the level of the demand for these types of products and how much products are actually being consumed, and also so you can see how many people actually come in here and buy this stuff. Like,
I don't think so.
Stays full. The store stays full of people. It stays full of both adults and teenagers that come here to buy figurines, cards, toys. I don't even know what else they have in here, but they got a whole lot.
See that some harm comes to him.
Alright, so we're up on 6 right away. Here we go. So some of this stuff is maybe more like, this looks like more like traditional anime to me, but you're not going to go that far without seeing these young girls being exploited. It's going to be a part of what's actually going on.
Mr. Bond will have a vodka martini, shaken, not stirred.
I don't really see much over here that falls in that category, but I think we've seen a lot. I'm not even gonna go in here. Now, the girls that look like real little girls that don't have the little girls' bodies, although they are dressed up rather suggestively, if you can look and see, no one's really in these stores. The only people that are in these types of stores are the little girls and maybe some women. So you can see that out of all the places in here, that place is not getting very many people to come in because they don't have the boys. They don't have the little girls with grown women bodies. So people vote with their money.
Now this one I've been
People vote with their feet. They pay or they walk away.
100%.
All right, this is some other collectibles up here. Not exactly sure what's over there, but it looks like they also sell hobby materials here as well. So this is kind of like a one-stop hobby shop over here for people that would like to even do art and things like that. I don't think it's just like you buy stuff here.
Hope you're doing well. Today we're talking about consent. If you haven't seen parts 1, 2, 3, and 4 is optional, go check them out. This is probably the last video. It's just talking about consent and things around consent in anime, just because I feel obligated to talk about it since the majority of my account is based upon anime. I have to bring it up. Anime does a horrible job helping out women. It really does. It not only objectifies women, it sexualizes them. It's really bad. Like women, if women want to be objectified and sexualized,
I'm gonna show you.
But they're watching anime. It's their safe space. And then they're being objectified in their own show. Like, it's a terrible thing. And that's why I feel like there's such backlash against women weebs and just women who like anime. Just because anime has conditioned people so far to the point of where we only see them as objects or sexual objects. And if I wanted to do that, I could go outside and I could talk to somebody. We could talk about that. It does it in anime too. In a fictional universe.
100%.
Like, it's such a problem. This...
So the girl didn't want me to tape the air, which I don't understand why. They're right out in public. We are in public. I didn't see any signs that saying you can't videotape it, but
they don't care what we do. They care what we get photographed doing.
Be known for the air. So it's okay to sell air, but it's not okay for me to go in there and videotape them selling airsoft. So I don't know what that's all about, but all right, back on track. We're back on track again. Look, nothing but rows and rows. Nothing but rows and rows of these young girls being objectified. And nothing but willing young boys and teenagers and adult men. There's a lot of adult men that are coming in here spending their money in here. Buying this stuff. Most of this stuff is being consumed by young boys, teenagers, 20-somethings, 30-somethings, 40-somethings. I've seen 60-year-old men out here. Like this whole section back here, it just seems like it's just girls, pretty much. But maybe that's this particular type of Anime Weiss and Schwartz.
Look after Mr. Bond. See that some harm comes to him.
I'm almost out of battery over here. I gotta change this battery in a quick second, but you guys can see who's over here consuming all of this product. I don't have to tell you. You can see it for yourself. All right, so that was the 9th floor. Oh, that's something that's unique to Japan. They have these, most of the shops that have cards have a space where you can actually go in and open up your cards. This is the 10th floor. I think we're pretty much at the top here.
Stupid people.
I don't know what's up here. This looks like storage. This is probably like if you work here or something like that. I don't know. Okay, so they have a sign that says, please pay for products at each store. So you don't just take a bunch of stuff and then jump on an escalator or escaleta or the elevator, as they call it here, erabeta. You actually have to go and purchase it directly at the individual retailer that is inside here, because it appears that there's many different stores inside of this business here. All right, I'm going back down. I think you guys have seen enough. So if you noticed in here, it's probably like 90% men that are in here.
100%.
とってもいいことあるかも。
I see a couple of people in here with their girlfriend. But the majority of the consumer for this product is going to be men. You can just see them flooding in on the escalators here.
You've heard that before, right?
I'm gonna cut out this door right here. All right. We're about to get out of here. We've been over here for a couple hours now. I don't know if you guys can see, but the clearance is not really that high. I mean, I guess the average person over here is not that tall, but I'm not really super tall myself. I'm not sure if I'm going the right direction or not. All right, train is... So, we went to Akhihabara. We walked around. We looked at all of the various different types of businesses that are promoting anime. So, in my estimation, it seems to me that anime actually is the beginning point. That's where they start you off. That's where it's more innocent. They start you off with Pokemon, and then they move you into anime with teenage characters, and now the teenage girls' bodies are like grown women bodies. Now, some teenage girls do have grown women bodies, but not to the level that you would actually see in a lot of these anime types of cartoons. The show is anime a gateway? And based upon my estimation, it looks like it probably is. When we went to Akhihabara, we saw tons of kids over there. Tons of kids. And I showed you all of the billboards, the toys, the cards. All of that's in plain sight for kids to see and consume just like anyone else. So from a very young age, children are being exposed to this type of behavior. Now, the other component that I didn't throw out there, but I think it should be pretty obvious, is that when I was walking around, you could tell that a lot of the men that were there, they seemed to kind of be very kind of simpish, in my opinion. I didn't see too many of them that had a girlfriend or a wife. Some of them did, but they, to me, fell in line with the same types of behavior that you see in the anime. They got these young boys' heads spinning around here when they see something that they haven't seen before. And to me, I actually got to witness a lot of that same behavior on the street. Now, I didn't get to see their head spin around, but you could tell that the potential for their head to spin around and pop off was there, just based on the fact that how they were in awe of coming over to Akhihabara and being able to look at all these billboards and, ooh, ah, oh, wow. And then, of course, you got the girls out there trying to get you to come into the cosplay places, the maid cafes, the other cosplays, the bars, the restaurants, etc. So this is a very big business. You can see that there's actually pushback from various different people that feel like this is definitely okay, and they do not want you to encroach on their freedoms. Now, I do believe in freedom of speech, and that's fine. I have no problem with it. And as an adult, it's up to you to choose if you want to consume this type of content. However, there are consequences, just like anything else, any other content that you're going to watch that is potentially destructive to your mind, to your ability to think, to your ability to rationalize, your perception of the world, your perception of women, your perception of interactions between men and women, etc. All of these things are wrapped up into how I feel anime start to destroy your mind. So to me, anime, again, is the gateway to these other behaviors. They soften you up as a kid, and then they ramp you up little by little by little. They start you off on Pokemon or some of the ones that don't have these suggestive characters in them, and then pretty soon you're a teenager, and then they start ramping you up. Now you go out in public, and it's totally acceptable in this particular culture, and a lot of cultures, it's totally acceptable. So now your kids are 8, 9, 10, and now they want these little sexy characters that have exaggerated body parts and things like that that you would see on definitely a grown woman. But then again, it's got a small child's face, which to me, as I previously mentioned, is very creepy to me. So in my estimation, I do believe that anime is a gateway. You might not start off at it, but if you start off in anime and you keep taking doses of it, just like in throughout the world, and you have these various different apps, TikTok, Thought Talk, InstaThought, ThoughtGram, OnlyFans, Twitch, although I do believe Twitch is trying to walk back their policy, but you can clearly see that there's definitely a shift towards this type of behavior being a lot more acceptable. But just keep in mind that there are dangers associated with consuming this type of content and the behaviors that you start to adopt based on how your mind works because you're consuming this type of content. If you enjoyed this content from the Funtendo Game Show, please definitely like, subscribe, and comment. I definitely want to hear from you. I definitely want to hear what your opinions are in terms of this particular topic or any topic that we cover on the Funtendo Game Show. That's going to wrap it up for today's episode of the Funtendo Game Show, where we give you game, we talk about life, and we talk about everything that matters to you.
100%.
When you got game, life ain't the same.